There, Jeff Warren's going to run here at 1060 off the 1125 at 123. 1243, 105, the speed there for Bob Bender down the summit side. Donahue's machine, the in-stock automatic, 94 model blue oval Ford. 302 small block entry out of Roanoke, Virginia. Kevin Anderson's going to be alongside, brings up the 69 first-gen 350 small block H-stock automatic Camaro. New Oxford, Pennsylvania. Wheels up there for Kevin Anderson's machine. He sets it down, going to be 68 up front. Donahue's a 33. Summit side scoreboard there for the Ford of Marvin Donahue is going to light up at 12:11, 107 miles an hour. Kevin Anderson rolls on down at 11:42, 113. So Marvin's going to go 88 under the index. Kevin Anderson rolls at 72 under, and that's going to bring up Victor Cagnazzi and Daniel Lynch. Left side, the 69 350 small block H-stock automatic Camaro for Daniel Lynch out of Clifton Park, New York. And Victor Cagnazzi's factory stock D 2015 Copo. GM parts now. Old school, new school, Chevrolet bow tie. Victor Cagnazzi is going to be 56 on the reaction time this morning. And the GM Parts Now Copo Camaro is going to shut the timer off at 975, 134 on speed to the 1122, 115 charge at Daniel Lynch's entry. So Victor Cagnazzi goes in the number 3 spot, 84.2 under the index. Daniel Lynch runs on down to be 92 under with his run. And that brings up a single for Barry Parker. B-stock automatic, second gen Chevrolet out of Massachusetts. Wheels up, leave. Barry Parker sets him down. High gear charge to the finish line stripe goes the Camaro. Parker is going to take the foot off the gas early at 10:52, 107. So Bill Hawks, a stock automatic, 67 blue oval Shelby, comes up now. Ready, set, go. Picture perfect wheels up lead for Bill Hawk this morning. Rolls on down the summit side, and the Ford Mustang's going to run here at 10:13 off the 11 flat, 128 miles an hour. So that's going to put Bill Hawk at 86 under the index. Currently, Daniel Lynch sitting at number 1 at 92 under. Marvin Donahue at 88 under. Bill Hawk at 86 under. Victor Cagnazzi at 84. Kevin Anderson at 72. Barry Parker at 72 as well. Bob Bender, number 7 at 71 under. And Jeff Warren at 64 under the index. There's your 8 drivers that have been down the racetrack here this morning in stock eliminators so far. go back to side-by-side action. It appears Chevrolet Camaro is going to roll up here to the starting line, and that's going to be Ken Robson coming out of the burnout box left side. The stock automatic, Toms River, New Jersey-based. 67-396 Chevrolet and Mark Lewis. Alongside South Carolina, the 94 50 small block Camaro. This. A pair of Camaros on the starting line, a pair of Mustangs in the water box, and they are out of the gate here. Mark Lewis, maybe 39 here this morning. Robson behind him at 70. Down course are the Chevrolets. Top into the racetrack, Mark Lewis at 1062, 122. 1087, 120 miles an hour. Ken Robson down the summit side of the racetrack. A pair of 68 blue oval Fords side by side. Ryan Horinsky, left side of the racetrack, the B stock automatic, 428. And Richard Chrysler's C stock. Direct cabinet sales sponsored. Ford. So the clutch car right, the automatic left, big time wheels up through there for Ryan Horinsky here this morning. Puts the nose of the red Ford Mustang out in front, and Ryan's going to be here at 1035, 126. Richard's going to go to 1085, 123 the speed. There on the right-hand side. So Ryan going to go at 89, 9 under, puts him number 2 in the qualifying order so far. Robert Kelleher now, left-hand side of the racetrack, L-Stock Automatic 81 model Chevrolet Camaro, and Charles Weber. That brings up the Corvette from New York for Weber's Auto Body. The 350 small block. Chevrolet out of the gate there, right side to be 49 on the reaction time for Weber. 43 up front for Kelleher down the summit side. They close in, a high gear charge to the top end of the racetrack. 11:09, 117 miles an hour for Charles Weber this morning. 11:98 at 110 for Kelleher. Jack Mattias and John Evans going to come out of the water box here in just a moment. It's going to be a Copo Camaro affair. So a pair of the factory stock machines, the D entry on the left side. Pair up big blocks side by side here. Jack Mattias, Pennsylvania-based auto dealer, ATI Performance Products Chevrolet. And John Evans, Front Royal, Virginia, with the 2019 Copo 427. So the convertible on the left-hand side there for Mattias is going to be 86 after rocking it back on the Willie bar. Top of the racetrack, it's 987, 105 miles an hour for Jack Mattias. John Evans going to run here at 9.209, 144 the speed. Morgan Wilson and Bob Broadbent now. Roll up side by side. Broadbent's machine, right side of the racetrack. The number 7 finish from the division from last year. Out of Hampton, New Hampshire. 69 model Chevrolet Camaro. A stock entry, and Morgan Wilson's up stock automatic 69 50 Nova. Pair of first-gen Chevrolets to the top of the racetrack, and Broadbent's going to run here at 1017 off the 1095, 130 on speed to the 1104 charge for Morgan Wilson down the left-hand side off the 1185 index at 116. Terry Taylor now brings up the 70 model Corvette out of Lumberton, North Carolina, and Mike Delaney, the AA stock automatic 64 model Plymouth Candy Striper out of Novi, Michigan. Division 3 runner, right side, 426 underneath the hood for Delaney. So Mike Delaney, Atomizer side of the racetrack, is going to run here at 10.232, 112 miles an hour to the 1121 charge, 115 on speed for Terry Taylor. So Sterling Simmons comes out of the water box, left-hand side. That is the 67 model Chevrolet Camaro, 327 underneath the hood. And Chip Johnson's Oldsmobile Cutlass, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Chip Johnson's going to be 008 here this morning. Sterling Simmons rolls on down the Summit side. The Camaro is going to run here at 11.08 off the 1185 and 115 miles an hour. Chip Johnson at 1382. Not covered the index of 1345 at 94.93 the speed. Now this is going to be our next pair. Wayne Totaro, right side. That's going to be the Essex, Maryland base, 69 Chevrolet Camaro at Allison Dahl. Reigning world champ, sitting on the left side. So the Pontiac Firebird for Team Portatree. For Allison and Doug. Beautiful wheels up leave there, 39 of the reaction time. And the 32-year-old engineer, Allison Dole, is going to run on down to an elapsed time of 10:32.7, 127 miles an hour. Totaro is going to go 11.05 and 110 on speed. That's going to put Allison in the number 3 spot at 92 under. Wayne's going to go to number 1 unofficially at 94.8 for the index. Bob Constantine, right side, the L-Stock Ford Mustang. And Raymond Skipper is going to be alongside the 93 model red Chevrolet Camaro to Richmond, Virginia. 11.25 the index there. The former national event winner. So Constantine lifts up on the left pedal there. Turns at 77 green, top of the racetrack. Skipper is going to be 31 thou red, but run here at 10:57 and 124. 12:07, 109 miles an hour for Constantine down the right side here this morning for their first run. C.J. McDonald now, the iStock automatic. 83 Chevrolet Camaro coming out of Carthage, North Carolina. And Larry Pappas, the B-Stock automatic Pontiac Formula. Super Street, attention to the pit area, attention to the pits. We're going to make the first call. Super Street, go ahead and bring them into the staging lanes, please. Super Street, staging, please. Fills up lead there for C.J. McDonald, turns it 001 green. Finish line stripe, Larry Pappas, Summit side, going to be 10:51 4 at 125. 11:85 with the 5, C.J. McDonald. Bill Langford now, left side of the racetrack. That's going to be Team Gold Rush, the 2014 model. Factory stock B Copo. Ron Urquhart's F-Stock automatic. 68 Camaro SS, 396 combination. Langford down to the tap of the racetrack here at 9:19, 146 the speed. Urquhart's going to be 11:02, 118. So Phil, going to go to number 11 unofficially at 80 under. Urquhart up to the number 9 spot at 82 under the index. Billy Mees right side. Q-Stock automatic. Pontiac 132 miles an hour. Milanese is going to be 1296 at 99.21. John Leach, right side, C-Stock Automatic Roadrunner, and Howie Smith's going to be alongside. That's going to be the Malibu. And a North Syracuse, New York, 305 small block Chevrolet for power. Once again, we have made the call, Super Street to staging. Attention to the pits, we need Super Street to the staging lanes, please, Super Street. John Leach is going to run here at 10:47 off the 11:40 at 125. 12:04 your laps time there. Howie Smith down to the top of the racetrack at 107. Now, this is going to be the matchup between Mike Moeller, left-hand side, the Youngsville, North Carolina 76 model Nova, and John Warehimes, Maryland-based Cutlass, the Oldsmobile. Right side is going to be 99 up front. Moeller at 043. Mike Moeller is going to run here with an elapsed time of 13:59 at 94. John Wareheim shuts the clock off right side, 11:94.6, 108 the speed. Joe Collins and Matt Rover now. Matt Rover, left-hand side, the 1971 model Challenger, B-Stock Automatic entry coming out of Merrill Island, Florida. Division 2 runner, finished number 6 in the division last year. And Joe Collins, the G-Stock, 69 first-gen Camaro. Misses it by 1 thou, but it does not matter. We're looking at elapsed time instead of reaction time here this morning. Joe Collins' entry, going to run to 11:77 off the 11:90 at 111. 10:44, Matt Rover down to the top end at $125. Now James Daniels, the left-hand side of the racetrack. Top 5 finisher here in the Northeast Division from last year. The 83 model Chevrolet Camaro, and Dennis Poppy right side. Has that orange 69 Nova 350 small block coming out of North Carolina. All right, if you have lost a fuel cap, kind of like a fancy fuel cap, you'll know if you're missing it as soon as you look at where your fuel cap should be. We have that here in the tower. Dennis Poppy right side, 11:72 to the 11:44. James Daniels at 100 miles an hour. Next up, it's going to be Lenny Williams left side, the F-Stock Automatic, Good Grand Sport, and Paul Riddle alongside the factory stock C 2014 Camaro. Paul Riddle is going to run here at 9:54 off the 1030 index at $143. 11:14, 101 there to Lenny Williams' entry down the left-hand side. Wayne Tatero still sitting at number 1 unofficially at 94 under the index. And that's going to bring up Lauren Canyowick, right side of the racetrack out of Sky Township, Pennsylvania. The Grand Prix, 77 model, 400 cubic inch Pontiac there, and Mike Farrell's E-Stock Automatic Duster coming out of New York. Left-hand side. So the former divisional event winner, Mike Farrell, runs on down the Summit Lane here to a 10:94 laps time, 119 miles an hour, 12:34, 107 the speed there for Lauren Canyowick. And the right-hand side. Once again, Super Street to the staging lanes, please. Attention to the pits. We need Super Street to staging. Super Street. Eddie Longhandy. Stock Automatic Camaro, and Matt Butters is going to be alongside Butters, 69 350 small block Camaro. the H stock the H entry, I should say, on the left-hand side, and the A entry on the right side. Two automatic machines side by side here. First gen Camaros, into the beams they go. Quicker car is going to be on the right-hand side. Eddie Longhaney is going to run on down to a 10:30 elapsed time off the 11 flat index at 127. 11:25, 115-mile-an-hour charge for Matt Butter. There, the Summit side scoreboard lights up this morning. Tim Partash, right side, D-stock automatic Camaro. And Jeff Harrington's 2014 model Cobra Jet 302 Ford. Coming out of Georgia. The guy that works at PPG Paint Company. Sales department. 19 up front here for Jeff Arrington this morning. That Ford's making the power down to a 10:25 elapsed time off the 10:95 to 114, so he's going to be off the gas a little early. 10:85, 119, Tim Partash. Here on the atomizer lane. Gene Britz, G-Stock automatic Nova now, right-hand side, and Jerry McNeish alongside. Out of Eldersburg, Maryland. 302, small block. First gen Camaro for Jerry McNeish. So the automatic on the right, the clutch car on the left. Here comes the tree. They're out of the gate. Jerry McNeish runs through the gears, puts it in high gear. And the Summit side scoreboard is going to line up with a lapse time of 10:48 off the 11:35 at 124 for Jerry McNeish. Gene Britt's going to run here at 11:32.5, 113. Once again, Super Street to the staging lanes, please. Attention to the pits. Attention to the pits. Super Street. We're ready for you. Go ahead and bring them into the lanes. Jim Baburka out of Garopolis, Pennsylvania, has the Camaro on the left-hand side, and Jamie Lucas, the 1970 model Nova, out of Fremont, North Carolina. It's going to be 1160 with a 110-mile-an-hour charge into Jamie Lucas down the right side this morning to a 9:54 run. Jim Baburka's Copo at 138. Nick Reeder is up here on the left-hand side. That's the 1971 model Charger. Stock automatic entry, and Doyle Evans as the small block Camaro out of Jacksonville, North Carolina. Doyle Evans going to be the top end here at 1180, 111 to the 1068, 122 charge for Nick Reeder. Blake Hickman now. Bring the water box. They're going to bring the Camaro back through the water box again, I should say. The J-Stock automatic Camaro out of Lawrenceburg, North Carolina for the machinist at Hickman Performance. And Christopher Elka. Elka out of Ranson, West Virginia, brings up the Savoy. Right side, E-Stock automatic 383 Plymouth. Blake Hickman. It's going to be 1181 with an 8 at 95 on speed. On that left-hand side, Sapelka shuts the timer off at 1089.5, 107. So far. 56 cars have made the attempt here in Q1 of Stock Eliminator, and that's going to bring up Salem, Ohio. J-Stock Automatic Caprice left side, the four-door Chevrolet for Eric Campolito. And Missy Phillips alongside from Lumberton, North Carolina. Comes that yellow 350 small block Nova. Phillips, 89 up front. The Nova's going to get there first, right side. Elapsed time of 11:10, 116 miles an hour to the 11:61 charge for Eric Campolito's Chevrolet at 114 on speed. Richard Boyle, the left side, 73 model Nova coming out of New York. And Steven Smith's factory stock D Challenger. Drag pack entry. Massachusetts, the 370 cubic inch Dodge. Team Portree, right side. Smith family this weekend in the house. They're going to 27 green up front. Top of the racetrack, Steven Smith is going to run here to a 9:69 off the 1060 index at 139. Richard Boyle runs on down to 11:17, 116 the speed. That run right there for Boyle is going to officially put him number one in the category at 98 under the index. Totero goes down to 2. John Leach is 3. Daniel Lynch is 4. And Allison Dole is your top 5 at 92 under the index. Next up, Cody Phillips, right side. C-Stock Automatic Corvette. And Richard Wagner is going to be alongside the I-Stock Automatic Valari. Out of Hamilton, New Jersey. 360 cubic inch Dodge there for Richard Wagner. Summit side. Richard Wagner goes 1190 off the 1230 index at 107. 1037, 127 the speed. Cody Phillips down to the top of the racetrack right side. And Cody Phillips becomes the first driver to be a second on the index now. Well, right side, G-Stock Automatic Pontiac coming out of New Bern, North Carolina. And Tex Miller's Mustang, Pennsylvania-based, 351 cubic inch Ford. The multi-time division champ, the former world champ, Tex Miller, turns on the pre-stage beam here this morning. They're in the left-hand lane. Nice wheels up lead there for Bud Rose. Sets it down to be 46 on the reaction time. Pontiac runs on down to the top of the racetrack here to a lap time at 10:78, 121. 11:21, 119 to speed Tex Miller. Now a pair of Chevrolet Camaros going to pull up. Third gen, the left side. Second gen, right side. That's going to be Corey Alexander's J-Stock Automatic, Maple Hill, North Carolina based entry. And Jeffrey Eastburns, Oakton, Maryland based. Fire protection, 305 small block, and that 83 model Camaro. Once again, Super Street, we need you to the lanes, please. Super Street. And bring them into the safety lanes. Attention to the pits, Super Street. 1090 category. Safety lanes, please. We're going to stand on the loud pedal. Both could turn it green. Eastburn's going to be 51. Alexander at 64. Summit side scoreboard's going to light up first with the elapsed time of 11:35, 1:15. 11:95, 1:08 the speed there for Corey Alexander down the right-hand side this morning. Now it's going to be mechanic transmission. The bell, the left side for Katie. First husband Jack out there. They bring up the I-Stock Automatic, 350 small block. Entry, Music, Pennsylvania, and Adam Keir alongside. Here's A-Stock Automatic Maryland. Nova, 402 for power. Nova is down course, and it's going to shut the timer off at 10:44. Off the gas at only 94 miles an hour off the 11 flat index. Katie Stepanek, who was a top 10 player last year in the division, runs here at 11:69 off the 12:30. John Shaw now right side. The Candy Stripe Dustin Fury out of Boltonham, New York. Boy stock automatic entry, and Bubba Linky's B stock automatic Camaro alongside. Linky, 11:25 the index. Former Jegs All-Stars champ. John Shaw's going to get here first. How about 982 off the 1070 index at 133. 1036 with the 3. 127 the speed. Bubba Linky down the left-hand side. That's going to put them in the top half of the field in the qualifying order. Now Shane Oaks pulls up. Oaks' Camaro out of Oxville, Pennsylvania. And Matthew Lisa. Lisa's Camaro. The A-Tech Auto Center crew in Vernon, New Jersey. 305 small block for power. There for Lisa. Janet Sarah's out of the gate left side. 63 up front. National winners side by side here. It's going to be 11:50 at 89 miles an hour for Shane Oaks down the left side. Matthew Lisa is going to be 11:32 at 91 on speed. Once again, Super Street needs to be in the staging lanes, please. Attention to the pit. Super Street should be in the staging lanes. Brian Valentine now, right side. That's going to be the 87 model, 305 Camaro out of Millwood, New York, and Joe Lisa alongside. Best in the biz here in stock. Eliminator for Joe Lisa, 396 cubic inch Camaro. 25 to a 35 the reaction times. Camaro on the left-hand side. Joe Lisa's going to get there first. Summit side scoreboard lights up with 11:02 elapsed time at 94.55 the speed off the 11:55. 12 flat. The elapsed time for Brian Valentine at 87. Now Glenn Briglio and Gary Richard. For PC Richard and Son, that's the 69 396 Chevrolet out of Bayshore, New York. And Glenn Briglio. New York runner as well. Rolls in deep, so that's going to turn the red light on. Gary Richards is going to miss it by 36,000. Does not matter. Top of the racetrack. PC Richard and Son Chevrolet is going to be at 10:52 off the 11 flat. 12:54, 111 there for Briglio. Your attention to the pit area, please. We're going to make our first call of the morning for Super Comp. Attention to the pits. Attention to the pits. Super Comp. 890 category Super Comp. We're ready for you. Go ahead and bring them into the staging lane. Super Comp. So Thomas Fletcher and Pete Oaks. Camaro on the left side. Out of Churchville, New York. 96 Chevrolet for Thomas. And Pete Oaks' Malibu wagon. Pipersville, Pennsylvania. The J-Stock automatic machine. Fletcher's going to run here 11:10 at 103. 11:81, 93 miles an hour for Pete Oaks down the right-hand side. Once again, Super Street needs to be in the lanes, and we have made the call for Super Comp. Super Comp. Go ahead and bring them into the staging lanes as well. All right, we have a parts call. Mark Payne needs a set of strange gold rear brake pads. Attention to the pit area. We have a racer in need. Mark Payne is in need of a set of strange gold rear brake pads. Somebody should have that out in the pit area somewhere. So if you have a set of gold pads from Strange, Mark Payne is in need of that, please. Brent Posse now, the AA stock automatic 69 model 427 big block Camaro. Launches off the starting line to be 13 thou red off the 1070 index. Sprint's going to run on down to a lapse time of 10:19, 129 the speed. Once again, Super Street and Super Comp to staging if you are not already there, please. Super Comp and Super Street. Staging lanes, please. Bob Ledler's factory stock B Camaro now. I believe this is going to be one of our final stock competitors for the round. Cody Phillips is unofficially number 1 at 1022 under the index. Richard Boyle's number 2 at 98 under. Taro's 3 at 94 under. John Leash is 92 under. Daniel Lynch 92 under as well. Allison Dole is at number 6 at 92 under. Steven Smith is 7 at 90 under. John Wareheim is 8 at 90 under. Ryan Horinsky is 9 at 89 under. And your top 10, Matt Butter at 89, 2 under the index. Bob Littler is going to go 992 off the 10 flat at 131 to officially end out session number 1 of Stock Eliminator. Super Street will be out next. Super Comp should be coming into the staging lanes, please. Super Comp. All right, so we're going to roll into our category of Super Street. 1090 is going to appear on the top end scoreboard, and we're going to go throttle stop racing here this morning. Darren Wood, right side, Pontiac Firebird coming out of Connecticut. Comes off the stop, Daniel Gellinis alongside. Gellinis at 1089.4, 130 on speed at the 1088 charge at $149. Darren Wood to the top end of the racetrack right side. Super Comp should be in the lanes, please. Super Comp, we need you to the staging lanes if you're not already there. Ricky Hall and Larry Pulver. Match up now. Pulver right side has the Camaro out of New York and the Yorktown, Virginia. 67 Camaro, 383 small block for Ricky Hall. Mark Payne, attention to the pits. Mark Payne, we have your brake pads here on the tower. Race control, Mark Payne. We have a pair of strange gold pads here in race control. Thanks to Pat Motus bringing that up. And we have a lost cell phone. Well, it's a cracked cell phone now. But if it is, if you are missing your cell phone, we have one here in the tower. Once again, Mark Payne, we have a set of pads for you here in race control. Kyle Bigley right side, the West Milford, New Jersey Pontiac, Team KB Trailer Sales and Team BTE, and Larry Payton alongside. Payton's entry, the S10 out of Chester Springs, Pennsylvania. Bigley and his dad, Ed. They're going to be 25 up front here this morning. And it's going to be 1079 to 147, the speed for Bigley's Pontiac. And Larry Page is going to run on down, 1087 at 143. Once again, Super Comp, if you are not in the staging lanes, go ahead and bring them on in, please. Super Comp to staging. Jeff McMillan, left side. That's going to be the 65 model Mustang out of New Paris, Pennsylvania. And Scott Mackey coming out of Fort Myers, Florida. Scott Mackey, I believe, used to live up there in Michigan, and then he was like, you know what, I'm tired of the winters. We're going to move somewhere a little bit warmer, and we can do a whole lot more racing. So, calls home down there in Fort Myers, Florida now. 565 cubic inch Chevrolet for Mackey. 25 to let go. Top of the racetrack, Scott Mackey's going to run here at 1092, 150. 1095, 109, Jeff McMillan, who has the stop at the other end. Frank Volpe now, left side, coming out of New York with the Camaro. And Michael Harris alongside. 80 model Chevrolet, 525 big block for power. Once again, Mark Payne, we have your strange gold pads here in race control. Frank Volpe, a top 10 finisher in the division from last year. Takes his first shot at the track here this morning. Frank Volpe is going to be your 1086 here, 125, 11 flat, 144, Michael Harris. Next up, Kelsey Alexander down in Maple Hill, North Carolina. In the S10 right side, Edward McLeod from Schillinghouse, Pennsylvania. Nova, 41 up front for McLeod. Kelsey Alexander comes off the stop. Chevrolet S10 is going to make the high gear charge at the top of the racetrack, 11:45 at about 27. 1085, 139 there for Ed. Now it's going to be Jonathan Leahy, right side. Leahy, let's try that one. Leahy out of Massachusetts, 67 model Nova, 468 cubic inch Chevrolet. And Michael Epperchetz. Monte Carlo, big block, 427. Hollisville, Pennsylvania. So the Pleasant Valley Farm, Monte Carlo. Michael Epperchetz going to roll on down some side of the racetrack to a 1096 run on 106 miles an hour. The 1084 charge, 151 for Jonathan Leahy. Here comes Martin Ignite. Ignite's Melbourne, Florida-based Ford Mustang, and Carly Wolf alongside from Lumberton, New Jersey. Pair of Ford Mustangs going to be head-to-head here in Super Street. Carly Wolf's going to be 34 here at the starting line. Hignight's going to be 29. Top of the racetrack, Martin Hignight's going to run on down to 11:06 run, 124 miles an hour to the 1097 charge at 122. Sean Frank left side out of Flemington, New Jersey brings up the accelerated travel. Pontiac Firebird and Taylor Iacono now. With the S10 out of Chemung, New Jersey, that 412 in Chevrolet. We'll match up here in Super Street. 008 to a 25, better there for Sean. Does not matter over the time run. Top of the racetrack, the Pontiac there for Sean's going to run here at 1087, 138. 1091, the elapsed time for Taylor at 132. Robbie Welch now, left-hand side of the racetrack. That is going to be the 66 model Ford Fairlane. Out of Maryland, and Bill Cruz, 72 Nova. From Albany, New York. pair set to go. They both turn it green. Welch is going to be 006 at the starting line. Blue oval forward, left-hand side. Robbie Welch is going to run here at 10:89.8, 133 miles an hour to the 10:94 run for Bill Krug down the right side at 130.75 the speed. Now Dave Birchfeld coming out of Parkland, New Jersey with that 69 model first-gen Camaro. And Eric Voorhees, North Salem, New Hampshire. S10 over there, right side of the racetrack. So Eric Corey, 1073, 151, the speed of the 11 flat for Dave Birchfeld, excuse me. Now, Patrick Nuzzo, out of Connecticut, the right side with the Mustang. And Daryl Peters alongside. Toms River, New Jersey based, 1985 model Pontiac. Firebird's going to be 79 here at the starting line for Daryl Peters. They come off the stop. Rolls on down the left-hand side. Daryl Peters runs here at 1082. Quick this morning at 145 miles an hour. 1098 the elapsed time at 134 for Nuzzo. Keith Myers coming out of Delaware now with the Porsche. 7 cubic inches of big block power there for Myers. And Don Rudolph, the Chevy 2. North Carolina. Once again, Supercomp should be in the staging lanes, please. Supercomp. If you are not already in the lanes, you should be there. Supercomp to staging. Myers is going to be here at 1094, 151 to the 1085 charge at $139. Don Rudolph, Summit side. Brian Sawyer has the Camaro in Massachusetts for Sun Impact Crew. And I believe Christy Pascal over the left-hand side, the Parkland, New Jersey. Mega Wagon. Olin Shocks. 54 up front there. Pascal Sawyer, reigning division champs, going to be 20 here at the Let Go. Top of the racetrack. Camaro for Brian Sawyer is going to run 10.907. 144 miles an hour to the 1084 charge for D. Pascal at $152. Ed Pauley and Doug Wood. Massillon, Ohio, Standard Testing Labs. Oldsmobile Cutlass right side, 505 cubic inches of big block power for him and Tina. And Ed Pauley's Shelby, North Carolina based 68 model Camaro. Alongside. Doug Wood, 12 up front. Ed Pauley right behind him at 17 green. Top of the racetrack, 1098. The elapsed time for Ed Pauley. Summit side at 138 miles an hour. Doug Wood's going to be here at 1094, 137. Next up, it's going to be Kelly Barbado, Bath, Pennsylvania based Camaro. And Corey Litch alongside out of Division 4. Sherwood, Arkansas, Nova. There for Corey. Yeah, they both turned it red here this morning. Does not matter, only a time run. Corey misses it by 3 thou, but goes 1081, 127 miles an hour. Kelly Barbado with 67 thou red and is quick as well at 1085, 152. Victor Singer, right side. Singer out of Summerfield, Florida. Division 2 runner. And Kelly Kondratik as the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Monte Carlo, 357, small block. Oh, they're going to let go, turn it green. Singer's going to be 43, Kondratik at 33. Finish line stripe. It's going to be 1083, 139 miles an hour for Kelly Kondratik to the 1099 charge at 125 for Vic. Peter Mattery's going to run on down, 11:01, 131 the charge. A single run, and that is going to officially end out Super Street Time Run, Session 1 of the day. Super Comp is going to be up next. Super Comp competitors, if you are not in the staging lanes, you should be. We'll touch up here on the starting line, and it is 8:90 time here at Virginia. Right side of the racetrack, the Brunswick, Ohio Camaro comes out of the burnout box, and Richard Bernier will be alongside the Edquay built race car to Virginia Beach, Virginia. Precision Racing Technologies. Bruce Broker is going to be 8,900. Look at that, to the 8.901. That's how we're going to start out Super Comp here this morning. Wow. 890 with a 1, 177 the speed there for Richard Brenninger down the left side. Broker's going to go 8,900, $155, and that's going to be Will Pitts. Backs up right side of the racetrack, another Edquay built race car of East Amherst, New York, and Randy Winfelder. Alongside the Hardtail Spitzer from Street, Maryland. Powder coat finishes the 506 cubic inch big block Chevrolet. Randy Winfelder at 896.6, 169 down the left-hand side as Pitts went 894 at 172. Christopher Sapelka coming out of Ransom, West Virginia now, the undercover race car. Wait to complete the burnout here on the right side, and Eric Reef alongside. The machinist from Boyerstown, Pennsylvania for TSR Racing Products. So Christopher Sapelka, Eric Reef, stage bulbs light up. You let go of the trans brake button. Sapelka's going to be 25 here at the starting line. Behind at 60, top end of the racetrack. The West Virginia-based undercover race car for Sapelka is going to run here at 9:13 at 178. 891 with a 1 at 174. The speed for Eric Reef, Summit side. Brandon Page, coming out of Boiling Springs, South Carolina. Page Racing Engines, 532 cubic inch Chevrolet on the left-hand side, and David Long, S&W Race Cars, Pennsylvania-based 64-year-old. David Long, top end of the racetrack, 889.3, 174 miles an hour to the 885 charge for Brandon Page at 178. Now it's going to be Thomas Slater, right side, out of New Jersey. Undercover race car, ABP Exterminating, and Jamie Madison's. 98 cubic inch big block entry. Marsters Racing, left-hand side. Slater's going to be 33 up front. Madison at 10, top of the racetrack they go. It's going to be 887, 175. Thomas Slater. Jamie Madison's 893 charged to $163. Burnouts are complete. They're coming back here to the starting line. Top 10 finish in the division from last year. Left side for Chuck Crepola. Crepola's American race car, 622 cubic inch Chevrolet. Ken Moses Transmissions, Team APD, and American race cars. William Hardiford, S&W race car to Chemung, New Jersey for W&T Pipeline Consultants. Thou red for Hardiford, and it's going to be 889, 176 down the right-hand side to Chuck Crepolis. 006 and 886 charge at 185 on speed. Randy Midget, right side. Then you get out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. The undercover chassis, 582 cubic inch Chevrolet. And Chase Bonstock. Bonstock family of Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. That triple nickel, 555 for power. Chase Vonstock's going to run 889, 174 to the 892 charge for Randy Midget down the right side at $178. Rich Dornow, the Watertown, New York undercover race car, and Ron settles alongside. Imagine that Customs, the painter, in the race tech. 615 again Chevrolet. Ron's going to be 27 here at the starting line. Top end 893 and 167 for Settles. 888, 169. Rich Doors 004 at the starting line there with that run. Your attention to pit area, please. We're going to make the call for Superstock. Attention to pits, Superstock to staging. Qualifying session number 1, Superstock. In the staging lanes, please. Joey Cambria right side from Shillington, Pennsylvania. And Howie Smith alongside from North Syracuse, New York. The undercover race car, 632 cubic inches strong. Once again, we're going to make the call for Superstock to staging. Superstock. Go ahead and bring them on in the staging lanes, please. Top end, Joey Cambria is going to run on down to an 892 elapsed time. Howie Smith a little quick here this morning by 10th and 880, 186 there. Missed it by 5 thou, letting go of the button. Daniel Bisbano and Richard Leone's going to wait in the water box in just a moment. Burnouts are underway. The Buchanan, New York truck driver there for Daniel Bisbano, the Mullisville race car, and Richard Leone's race tech. Brand new machine off the jig in 2019, the 582 cubic inch Chevrolet for Leon. Pair set to go. They let go of the trans brake on the throttle stops, and off they go. High gear charge to the top of the racetrack. Bisbano is going to run 893, 169. Richard Leon is going to be at 887, 173 the speed down the left-hand side. Superstock needs to be bringing them into the staging lanes, please. Superstock. This is your call to the staging lanes. Stephen Spaulding and Mike Ravalato. Former division champ over on the left-hand side of Sophia, North Carolina. The undercover race car for Ravalato. And Stephen Spaulding's undercover as well. For Spaulding General Contract. 565 cubic inch Chevrolet. Mike Ravalato at 8.909 here this morning. 177 on speed, was 009 at the starting line as Spaulding's machine was broke back here. They're going to push that dragster off. We'll be down for just a moment, and then we'll go back and do side-by-side action in Super Comp. Why it's quiet, we're going to make the call for Superstock to staging. Attention to the pits, Superstock. Staging lanes, please. All right, so Stephen Logan and Michael Bodner. Going to match you up here, Bodner. The undercover race car coming out of Kendall Park, New Jersey for NA Auto Salvage. Moses Transmission and Converter, Stephen Logan alongside. That is a Dan Page built race car. Northeastern Mechanical. Stephen Logan, 880, 174 miles an hour. Going to be 38 up front. And the 19 reaction timer, Michael Bodner at 888, 171, under by 200. Burnouts are complete. And Crystal Wober is going to come back to the starting line, left side of Palm City, Florida, and Jason Kinney. Multi-time division champ. Multi-time national event winner. Brings up the Jakes.com. Who's your racing tire and select performance? Page-built race car, that Gary Stewart 582 cubic inch Chevrolet there for Jason Kinney. Kutztown, Pennsylvania runner. Jason Kinney, 887, 177 the speed. Wober's 897 Charger with 16 up front and over 165 miles an hour at the other end. Next up, Bill Krug. Starting line left-hand side from Albany, New York. And Miranda Marsters. Six-field-based undercover race car. 496 cubic inch Chevrolet. Line strike to go. Miranda is going to run here at 893, 164 miles an hour to the 886 elapsed time at 167